So during this next section, we're now going to start investigating different faults and how we can put those faults right. Now, one of the most common faults that we often see with golfers is this problem of slicing the golf ball, which for the right-hander is going to be the golf ball setting off to the left-hand side but finishing way away to the right-hand side. Obviously reversed for the left-hander, going to the right and then finishing left. Now, if you've studied and understood the ball flight diagram or the ball flight video, you will be able to appreciate exactly what a slice is. If the ball goes straight out right, it's not a slice. What we're looking for here is a golf ball that will start off left but finish out right. And the reason for that happening is going to be that as you swing the golf club down, the club isn't travelling through the golf ball in a straight path. The golf club's path is going to be from the outside over this way, across the golf ball this way. It's what we call an out to in swing path. So if we have a little watch of that, the golf club comes up on one line, but it doesn't come down on the same line. It comes down cutting across the back of the golf ball, and the golf ball will set off down this side. So that's making the ball go left, but what makes the ball finish over to the right hand side? Well, that's going to be the club face being open. Now, open is the club face pointing this way, pointing out to the right. So as the club comes from out to in, the club face is pointing over to the right hand side. So this will impart a little bit of side spin on the golf ball, and the golf ball will actually spin in a clockwise direction, making the ball set off left because that's the way the swing path is going, and finishing out right because that's where the face angle was aiming, or the club face was aiming. And the bigger the club that you use, maybe with your driver, you notice this problem is more severe. Now that happens purely down to the amount of backspin that's created on a golf ball. When we hit a golf ball with quite a lofted club, we generate a good amount of backspin. And that backspin is working against the side spin. So as the ball flies through the air, it's backspinning quite viciously. That means the side spin doesn't take hold in the air, and the ball will fly relatively straight with your pitching wedge, your 9-iron, your 8-iron. And then people often tell me that, oh, I'm okay with my irons, but I really struggle with my longer clubs. I really slice my driver more. And that isn't because your driver is technically more difficult to use or you don't have a different swing with your driver. What actually happens is the driver just creates a whole lot less backspin. So the ball starts side spinning earlier, it starts side spinning faster, and it'll actually side spin for the whole of its flight, maybe 200 yards, maybe 5 seconds in the air, and it's side spinning that whole way, turning the ball from left to right. And I guess what gets most frustrating for people with this slice is they hit the golf ball and it flies pretty much down the middle of the fairway to start with. They think, oh, I've got this one, it's like looking good, and then it turns to the middle of the fairway, then it turns off the fairway, then it goes into the trees, and then you never see the golf ball again. And it's that slice that's so infuriating for people, and that's what we're going to start looking at to improve today.